The internet can be a very perilous place, not just for people like myself, but also children. And so it was no surprise that last week Microsoft Messenger introduced a report sex offender button. That's the corporate way of doing things, but at a more grassroots level, there's no trained support team, but instead there's this man who pretends to be this girl, stalks the chat rooms and waits for beardy old men to bite. After a bit of prodding, the alleged pervs turn on their webcams, flash up their faces, and very soon they're on catchaperv.com, where there's a video of each one as they realise exactly what they've got themselves into. I went to the historic city of Oxford to meet up with the founder of Catch a Perv, Gary. If there was one amongst all of these that was a pervert, are you in a position to spot which one it is?
I would look for the one that was balding, but they seem to have a nice crop of hair on all of them. Apart from that one guy seems to be losing a little bit of a receding.
Yeah. Is that a telltale sign?
It seems to be. Seems to be on the side. They like, obviously, wiping their forehead. So
these guys haven't got any arms, so
yeah.
That's going to be a problem. And I was, thinking how you could catch a pervert in real life. How do you reckon I could do that? Because I can't use a child. I mean, that's slightly
That's
dodgy,
kind of baiting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's quite a tough one, actually.
Yeah.
In the real world, it'd be quite hard. Without obviously having the aid of using a child,
Yeah.
it'd be really hard to do in the real world.
Do you think if I dressed up as a...
You're a bit tall, maybe
I'm a bit tall, but...
a bit too much stubble.
Yeah, but I mean, I think maybe we might be able to trap one in Oxford, so
Yeah.
We might give it a go, surely.
Dress up as a girl.
Yeah.
Excuse me, do you know what the train station
Get
is?
off me, you bloody perv! My bloody balloon! If you remember, last week I spoke to Yisrael Hawkins, who told me that this Tuesday,
September the 12th, 2006.
there's going to be a massive nuclear war, and over the next 13 months, places of beauty such as this will be turned into rubble. With that in mind, I decided to get involved in all of those things that before I just wasn't courageous enough to do. Last Wednesday I ate some sushi for the first time, on Thursday I planted a banana tree, and on Friday I entered the UK finals of the World Air Guitar Championship against my will.
There was silence in the grove down by the river, where the wounded went to soothe their reeking skin. Peace ain't come and gone, none of the lights were on, and no one had anything to say. Save your face but lose your eyes.
Needless to say, the audience weren't really loving my moves. One of the judges didn't even give me a score. Instead, he drew me a picture. Well, the only reason I did that is because I'm under the impression that the world is going to end on Tuesday. If it doesn't, I'm going to give Yisrael a call, because I'll be bloody pissed off with him. Nothing is safe anymore. An eternity ago, we reported on Pimp My Snack, which, on the off chance you haven't heard anything about, is basically a hive of massive jammy dodger makers. But I shouldn't really say Pimp My Snack anymore, because it's now known as Pimp That Snack, after corporate behemoth Viacom told them that their original name took liberties with their Pimp My Ride franchise. There's also the little boutique in Wilmslow, Pimp My Pet, who were recently contacted as well in order to change their name. I've got the owner's mother on the telephone now because her daughter Liz is in Florence for a wedding. Hi, Pat.
Hi, love.
Hello. I imagine you'll be changing the name of the shop now to Pet My Ride.
No.
No. Okay. Unfortunately, here at This Is a Knife, we too were contacted. This time by the makers of This Life, This Is Your Life, This Morning, Analyze This, Bless This House, and strangely, Homebase. To defend against these and other legal battles, I've decided to change the name of our show to Hanrishta. finally on Hanrichte, more and more people have been staring at their computer screens for long periods of time at the fairly self-explanatory staregame.com. And then last Friday, that girl from Rocket Boom pranced around Central Park looking for real people to have stare-offs with. It did appear to titillate her somewhat, but I think that the game of staring could be vastly improved. So I formulated a novel idea, which I'm going to offer to you absolutely free. My new game is called Stare Assault. It's a bit like the original game, except you're forced to listen to a monologue pre-recorded especially for you by your opponent. Let's give it a go now. Matt, are you ready? Yep. Press play now, please. Hi, Matt. It's good to be here with you. Watching you, noticing in the corner of my eye a little leaf on your nose.
Hello, Donald, this is your mother. You left your braces in the bath.
Oh God, the wind's picking up now.
Some people said they killed a swan because they thought its name was Donald.
Yes, the leaf is moving a little on your nose. Matt.
Hello, ich bin cheese.
Well, Matt blinked there, but what a game it was. In fact, let's see if this game takes off. A This Is a Knife t-shirt will be going straight to the first person who sends us footage of him or herself doing it with another person. Well, that's the end of the show. Just to remind you about our blog, which is updated daily. And of course, there's the podcast, which I imagine you are now subscribed to. Well, all that's left now is to announce our upcoming assault on London town, which I briefly touched on in the longer show last week. In the spirit of improveverywhere.com, I'm going to be staging a huge stunt in central London involving a massive amount of people. If you want to join in, we've set up a website, so trot along there and fill in your contact details. Go on, pimp my link, or just follow it.